Hey, from your wiser advisor, you got to know that alcohol may not solve all of your problems, but you know what? Neither will milk or water. Just sharing with you. Let me tell you about a little trip I had the other day. I was in Calgary, Canada, and I stopped into a plant. Turned out it used to be the Canada Packer plant. A good friend of mine, Larry Graham, he was conducting the charity auction. There was over 600 people there from the local press in Calgary. It was an event for one of their own. That would be from the Calgary Herald. It was kind of an interesting night. Many politicians and other people came up to me and said, hey, I've taken this away from one of your shows and this and that. It was kind of cool. But the coolest thing of the whole night, of course, aside from my friend doing that auction, he raised about $60,000 at least. But the real cool thing was I was sitting there and said, hey, it's kind of a nice place. I found out it was Canada Packers, and then I said, hey, I used to own this place. That was about 20 some odd years ago. That was kind of neat, cool. Pick your verbiage. We have a racist law in Canada. You know, Canada may be the most racist government that's on the planet. If you're white, it ain't a good color, and yet the people who do that are all white politicians in Ottawa. It's always been a bit of a mystery to me. You know what? If you're off-white, you're allowed to carry daggers, and you don't have to wear helmets if you ride a bike, and you don't have to do this and that. You don't have to wear an RCMP hat. It's all about being unfair to the white guy, right? And Indians, we pay them, and they don't pay taxes and cha-cha. The most recent thing here with regard to racism is on the Mohawk Indian Reserve in Eastern Canada. They've got signage up, they being the Indians and the chiefs and so on, and they're saying, hey, if you're married to a white person, y'all got to get off the reserve now. Indians only, no white people allowed. No white people allowed. Try saying there's no Indians allowed in your town or in your place, and guess what? Wow, there's going to be all kinds of action, but instead the Canadian government saying, that's okay, you poor little guys, you can kind of say and do whatever you want to do. That is bad. Wish we had a government with a mind. Courtney Love. And on a lighter note, she estimates that she's lost over $27 million in her drug hard rock life. Big deal. I've never taken drugs, and I used to drink with both hands, but in any event, I've lost more money than that. Liberal Senator Celine someone out of Quebec, she's recently introduced a private member's bill. It's called the Boards of Directors Modernization Act. Did you get that one? And that will require all boards in private companies. If you own the company, y'all got to listen to what she says. 40% of all the board members have to be female. Doesn't matter if they have a mind or anything else, they just got to be female. What is up with that? Well, I know liberalism, stupidism, that would be her, and they do walk among us. The Attorney General, back to the racism thing here. Eric Holder, he happens to be black, of course, and recently he suggested this. People who don't like me and or the president, they don't because of our color. What a thing to say. I mean, with regard to President Okami, he's half white and half black. I got to tell you, I don't like his white half either. Let me also say about him that gas prices under his watch have risen 82%. Family health care premiums have gone up 3,671 smackaroos per family. That's a lot of dough. I mean, you want to change. Have you ever gotten change? I mean, this is just awful. 14.3 million Americans more now than before are getting food stamps every month again because of the president. Wow, and his policies changed. Nobody wanted change like that. We used to have dollar bills, and now we got change in our pockets. So that's pretty much it. Y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.